In this lecture, let me discuss about as a part of architecture level approach, pipelining for low power, voltage scaling through optimal transistor sizing, voltage scaling using high level transformation. So first of all, we will see what is pipelining for low power. It is implementation technique where multiple tasks are performing in overlapped manner. It can be implemented when a task can be divided into two or more subtasks which can be performed independently. So the keywords are implementation technique, subsystems, overlap. Here I have a task. It is going to be divided into some subtasks. Now we will see how it is going to be overlapped. Let me consider that in this case, the at time tau 1 we have only subpart of t1. If we will see at time slot tau 3, the subpart of t1, subpart of t2 and subpart of t3 all are overlapped with each other. The subtasks are executes at same time. So here the pipeline technique requires more hardware. Of course, the throughput is going to increases. The other parameters are clock period. In clock period, this is the time delay for each subsystem or each stage, and it will includes the latch. So that is why here I have included the sum of time delay of each stage and other delays. Frequency is 1 by clock period. Speed up. So if you will see in case of this speed up, let me consider that the n value is going to be very much high. So at the time the speed up is going to be increases with respect to k. The next one is efficiency. Efficiency is the ratio between actual speed up to ideal speed up. The next one is throughput. Throughput means the number of tasks that can be completed per unit time. Now we will see pipeline for low power. So if you will see in this case, let me consider that here I have to do actually 16-bit addition. Now what I have done is I have considered two 8-bit adders. Of course, there may be latches also. With this, the time is going to be reduced because these two will be done in parallel manner and it is going to be only the 8-bit. So the time required is going to be reduces. So here the supply voltage is going to be done only half, not as in case of 16-bit. Here even though it will perform, the output is going to be 16-bit, it will make use only the half of the voltage. Here even though we have latches, the overlap capacitance are going to be very less when compared with the parallel technique. Now let me explain. Here we can see the impact of this one. Okay, so the area is going to be same. So this is without scaling, this is with scaling. So in this with scaling we can see the power is going to be only 0.28. So we can prefer the pipelining according to our requirement. Next we will move to the next one, combining, because already we have studied the pipelining system and parallelism system. Now we are going to be combining. So here I have a pipeline, okay, block. Here also I have pipeline block. As an example, let me consider that it will consisting of two 8-bit adders along with the latches. Here also I will have the two 8-bit adders along with the latch. So here if you will see, it will operate at very low, because here we are going to be making use only the half of the voltage. So directly we can conclude that here also we are going to be making use very less voltage. So here if you will see, the capacitance is going to be 2.5 times of the original one, but the voltage is going to be reduced to 0.3. The frequency is going to be half. So overall if you will see, the power dissipation is going to be 11.1% is going to be reduced. So the power dissipation is 11% of original one. So we can tell the performance is same, but the power dissipation is going to be reduced. So here let us see voltage scaling through the optimal transistor sizing. Transistor sizing means it will realize with different voltages and lengths. If we decrease width, the resistance is going to be decreases. So the common technique to reduce the delay, transistor sizing will come into the existence. Here it is going to be means it is going to be operates with only one gate, so the fan out is going to be one. It is connected for the two, then we can tell the fan out is going to be two. So if fan out is going to be increases, automatically delay is going to be decreases. So if we size the width and lengths, the delay is going to be decreases. So I have represented the same thing by making use the graph. So here now we can go for the steps. Sizing is increases in gates of a critical path. So if we are going to be doing the sizing over here, automatically what will happen is the delay is going to be reduces. So what the delay is going to be occurs in the first step is scaled down with respect to the supply voltage. So automatically the power dissipation is going to be decreases. The up step 3, in case of step 3, upsize gates non-critical paths selectively for the critical path. So now we will see the scaling in case of the scaling using high level transformation. Here I have considered the parameter that is nothing but rolling factor. So first of all, what is meant by rolling factor is rolling factor for optimizing compiler. Usually we are going for the compiling process to improve the instruction level in parallelism, where the more number of instructions has to execute to minimize hazards. So we can tell loop unrolling means what is being performing in one iteration, we are performing in single iteration two such operations. So if you will see here, the rule factor, what are ruling factor, okay, with respect to the power dissipation. So if you will see here, when the ruling factor is going to be 2, okay, the power dissipation will become decreasing. At 3 onwards it will become constant. If we will see with respect to the speed up, here the speed is going to be increases linearly and the capacitance also increases linearly, whereas coming to the voltage, first here it is going to be high and it will become constant for the next parameters. Thank you.